What's up, fam? Alright, guys. The absolute best way to make money online in 2019. So the answer to this is a business model called Dropshipping. So first things first, what is dropshipping? To easily illustrate this, guys, I actually went ahead and made this little graphic slide that really explains in a very basic manner what dropshipping in the grand scheme of things is really all about. So it all starts here on the left. The little emoji that you see with the sunglasses is the actual customer. So that will represent the customer. And basically the way dropshipping works is the customer gives you monies. So the customer gives you money, right? Let's say you are the store, so you're the web store. So the customer pays the web store, as you can see highlighted by these arrows. And the web store, of course, by that I mean your website. And let's say your customer buys a product from your website. So what you do is on your web store, once you get the customer's order, you simply go to the wholesaler, right? Because the customer paid your retail price, and then let's say your retail price was $20, and then let's say that product at the wholesale price was actually $4. Wholesale price meaning the price that the supplier sells it to you. So of course the customer paid 20 because you have to make profit. So basically the customer pays you, right? Pays for that product. The order comes in through your web store, and then you go to your wholesaler and say, hey, I need a unit of this item. So you pay your wholesaler, and then your wholesaler actually delivers it straight to your customer. Because the way this works is your customer will pay you, and they will give you their information, their shipping information. And therefore, all you have to do is take their information, input it on the wholesaler or supplier's side, and then the supplier will take care of the rest. It's an absolutely beautiful business model. And if you haven't heard about it before, it might sound to you too good to be true. But I promise you, this is 100% real. Just to illustrate to you guys that this is a real business model, we're gonna head over to a web store called bluecrate.com. They're a really big and well-known dropshipper out there. And at face value, when you go into this website, it's gonna look to you, kind of like going to Amazon, right? A little bit, where you can just really find a little bit of everything. And so this is Blue Crate, and if you scroll down, you can see that they're what we call a general dropshipping store, which means they sell any type of product, much like Amazon does, right? You find everything on Amazon, you'll pretty much find everything here. And there's just a bunch of crazy things here, and you would think, looking at a site like that, wow, like they must manufacture this, or or something along those lines, whereas it's not even closely remote to the truth. Take this snow silencer, for example. If we actually go to the wholesaler website that I was talking about, which in this case is aliexpress.com. This is the wholesaler website, the supplier website, and here is where you will find literally anything and everything that you can sell at the cheapest prices possible. And it's so beautiful because, for example, we were looking for the snore silencer or snore stopper, and boom, it's right here, the same exact product, which is crazy. And even crazier, it's being sold at $1.69. That's how much they source the snore silencer for. Isn't that crazy? Going back to the Blue Crate site, they're selling this product for $9.99. That's literally 10 times the markup. As you can see, that's the way it works, right? The web store, bluecrate.com, supplier, AliExpress, customer pays you, and then you pay the supplier a much cheaper rate and get them to ship it ship the product directly to your customer. And for those of you wondering that, okay, this looks great and all, but how do I build a website? I don't know how to code. It might just be too complex. Let me stop you right there, because building a Shopify store, and Shopify is the name of the platform that's going to host your store. So building a store through Shopify is literally the easiest thing ever. Because they've made it so user-friendly that you don't even need to have any coding skills. You can literally do it with zero coding skills. All you have to do is literally click, drag, and drop, and that's how you build your store. It's very, very intuitive. Honestly, you can do it in a couple of hours. Doesn't even take you days, doesn't even take you weeks. How does this all work? In a nutshell, if you wanted to get started right now, these are literally 5 steps or 5 things that you need to do, and you're literally good to go. So obviously for a website, for a store, right, it is a business, so you do need a logo and a banner. And to get this done is literally so easy. There's a place called Fiverr.com. Now you might be thinking, wow, getting a logo done, that involves hiring designers and banners, that's so well designed. Probably cost me hundreds of dollars. Maybe this is not for me. Wrong. Because that is the beauty of Fiverr.com. Yes, if you go out there and hire some random designer that you Googled or somebody locally, absolutely, it's going to cost you probably a couple $100. But on Fiverr.com, this place literally is the absolute best platform because it has everything you need, and not only that, but it is the absolute cheapest platform you'll ever find out there. So all you have to do here is, if you're looking for a logo, you will just type logo design. And boom. And you will see how cheap it is to get a logo. Look at this guy, Convector. He literally will make you a logo for $15. This person here all the way to the right will make you a logo for $5. That's how cheap it is, guys. Like, I know you're probably in disbelief now, and maybe this sounds like the coolest thing in the world, because yes, it really is. So that is Fiverr.com in a nutshell. And now domain. And for those of you who don't know what a domain is basically your hosting address. So, your website address, essentially. All right. For example, Amazon.com, that's a domain. Fiverr.com, that's a domain, right? Whatever.com, that'll be your domain. And of course, this is going to depend on whatever you want to name your business. But we will go real quick right here. GoDaddy.com. So this is GoDaddy. For example, a good name might be, let's say, Shop Quality Cart with a K, just so that we don't run the risk of getting a notification saying this is taken. And boom, see, for example, this is available. And as you can see, for GoDaddy is really, really cheap. You can get some domains for literally 99 cents like this one, or you can get some domains for $2. And then some domains are a little more expensive, like $11.99, just because the names are a little better. Just they're more SEO friendly in a way, so people can find them more easily because they're more common keywords. And so your domain price will depend a lot on that. So that is GoDaddy in a nutshell. And now the Webstore are hosted by Shopify. But now I will show you real quick what Shopify is all about. So this is Shopify.com, where honestly, they give you a 14-day free trial. So you can try it out at $0, and if you don't like it, just cancel it before those 14 days, and you are straight, right? Like it says here on the top right corner, start free trial. And you can learn about the pricing and everything of that, but Shopify actually, their cheapest pricing, which is the one that everybody can start with and has more than enough, has everything you absolutely need, is $30 a month. So even after the free trial, $30 a month literally is nothing. It's the cheapest thing ever. And and if you think that's expensive, well, I'm sorry, let me break it to you, but do you think $30 a month beats running an actual brick and mortar business where you have to pay thousands of dollars in rent space and you have to pay thousands of dollars on employee salaries, and right, like if you're running a restaurant or something like that, or even a corporate office where there's thousands or hundreds and thousands of people. Honestly, with an online store, you don't even need to hire someone. You can literally run this army by yourself, because there's so many automation tools, and everything's so user friendly, and you have everything you absolutely need, that you can literally run this store on your own. So that was a quick intro to Shopify, and we already saw AliExpress.com. The last thing we're going to talk about is Facebook ads. And honestly, guys, of every single thing that's here, Facebook ads is literally the most exciting thing on this earth. So let me show you real quick how Facebook ads work and how beautiful and simple it is.
Sorry for the interruption, but if you're enjoying this content, please do me a solid and make sure you subscribe down below. And definitely don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're notified every single time that I release a new video.
What you're seeing here is Facebook's Business Manager. Basically, it's a platform where advertisers manage their ads. And just for sake of an example, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you real quick what an advertising campaign looks like, and just how easy it is to advertise a product once you put it on your store. To illustrate, let's just take this product right here, for example. This is a lipstick. And guys, this is something beautiful, and a lot of you may not understand this yet, but this is what's beautiful about an online business, and how this can be 100, if not 1,000 times more profitable than just doing it the traditional way. And by traditional way, I just mean, like, just look at it this way. Imagine you wanted to sell this product on your store, and then you take this picture and you want to put it in a billboard out there just for cars to see it. Yes, you'll get a ton of views because you put it on the highway and a lot of people go through it, but that's pretty much it. Again, here you're just blindly targeting people, and a lot of those cars that pass might just be men, or might be just a bunch of men. And some might be women, and then even those women, they may not care for makeup that much. They may not be really that interested. And so that's a problem, because that's wasted ad spend, right? That's what online marketers call wasted ad spend, because a lot of these people are not gonna have a genuine interest. They're not gonna stop. Just ask yourself, when have you actually seen a billboard and actually taken action? Like, oh, I'm gonna call that number to actually buy whatever that says. Probably rarely, if not never. And that alone should make my point. The difference between traditional marketing, right? And of course, traditional marketing, I forgot to say, but is way, way more expensive than online marketing. And that's also another beautiful thing. With online marketing, you can be very specific, very, very targeted. In this case, we can specifically target only women. We can have our ad only show to women. And not just women, but women who are interested in makeup brands. How much more targeted can you get, guys? So we're at the ad set level right now, which is where you set up what we call targeting, which is the audience you're going after. And like we talked about, for this particular makeup product, we want to go for women. Right down here, you can see that you can choose the locations. You can choose to target United States or whatever country you want. You can filter by ages, and here you can filter by men or women. Obviously, this product is relevant to women, and therefore you would just filter by women. Here, where it says detail targeting, this is where the magic happens, guys. Literally, this is where the money is made. Because like I said, this is where you will put those interests, right? The exact targeting, the exact things that people are interested in to make the ad actually relevant. For example, let's take Revlon, and if you type that here, boom, it'll show on Facebook this interest, and then once you click it, on the right, it will give you the audience definition, which is 2.4 million. And this is beautiful. That's the potential reach. That's how many people on Facebook, that specifically women, that's how many women on Facebook that have expressed an interest in Revlon, that actually follow this brand and have liked the page, that you can reach. And that is so beautiful, because these women are expressly interested in makeup, or right in this case a makeup brand, and the product you're showing them is related to makeup. So it just doesn't get any more refined than this. Like, you cannot do this in the real world. You know, outside of the online realm, you cannot show ads like so targeted, so beautiful like this. This is why this business model is so successful. People have made thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. That website that I showed you earlier, blueprint.com, is in the $1 million mark per year, which is insane. So this is when I say that Facebook is literally very inexpensive compared to traditional forms of marketing. Billboards charge thousands of dollars, and it's just not even close to being remotely targeted as Facebook is, and not even close to being as powerful. And here, for example, at the campaign level, what's recommended to start, right, to test a product, to see how the market responds, because that's the other beauty of Facebook. It allows you to cheaply test the market. If you're starting a normal brick and mortar business and you're starting with a brand new product, it's going to take thousands of dollars to test it. Hire people to do surveys and just do all these crazy things, collect data the old-fashioned way, and do a lot of trials and just all this crazy stuff before you actually decide to mass produce it, because you don't want to really risk it. Here, there's very, very little risk, because with Facebook, you need at least $50 a day, and you only have to run it for 2 days. So you run an ad for 2 days, which means $100 a day total on one single product, and Facebook will show it to more than enough people to let you know at the end of the 48 hours, hey, this product works or it doesn't work. And in other words, this product is getting you sales or is not getting you sales, because you will know if you get sales. And that's how beautiful it is. In literally just 2 days, you can know if a product works or not. And if it doesn't work, that is awesome, because again, you're not even holding inventory. It's not like you mass produce thousands of this product, right? 1,000 units, and then you tested it and boom, it didn't work. And now you're stuck with all that inventory and it just becomes capital loss. Here, you test the product, it doesn't work, that's fine. You just don't place the order with the supplier and move on to the next product. And that's why this business model is so beautiful, because you don't have that inventory, you don't have to take any losses. The only thing you lose is ad spend, right? Advertising spend, which is those $100 you lost testing one product. And like I said, if $100 sounds a lot to you, just think about the grand scheme of things. How much brick and mortar businesses spend a month paying employees and paying all these crazy fees, rent, thousands and thousands of dollars just to run a business. Here, all you're paying is advertising and very little fees to actually upkeep your Shopify store, which we'll go over in a little bit. You'll be shocked how much it is, but that's it. Those are all the expenses you have. The bulk of the expenses will be the advertisements, because that's where you need to put some money to test products. And for example, setting up the ad is super, super easy. All you have to do is literally, I use this snippet tool to just snip, picture. You want to pick, of course, a good picture that represents your product. I think this one does it pretty well. And now we're in the ad level of this advertising campaign. And this is where you create the actual ad that people are going to see, right? The picture they're going to see, or the video with whatever text. All you have to do is scroll down here and go to where it says image. Here, Facebook is going to allow you to hit upload images, where we can basically take the image that we just snipped. Okay, so I was actually having issues with the file size for some reason. So we're actually going to go ahead and use this one, and let's just pretend like it's the makeup one for now. As you can see, as soon as you put an image, on the right will display exactly how your ad will start looking like. Here, where it says text, is where you'll put your, what we call the ad copy, which is basically what advertisers use to speak to the product. Here, for example, if we pretend like it's the makeup brand, we can say, so obviously this is something I came up with right off the top of my head, just so that you have an idea, right? Get our latest line of lip gloss. Just from off the bat, from a marketer perspective, people like the new stuff, right? So saying something like latest is always good. So that's like a hook, right? So you always have to hook them at the beginning. And then you can say, designed to make you look beautiful, right? Play on that emotion and last longer, right? So this is a lipstick that lasts long. You know, it doesn't just come off very shortly in a short period of time. So that's a benefit, and that's how I say focus on the actual benefits of the product. How is it going to make the customer feel, and what it is actually doing for the customer. That's how simple your copy can be. And then the next line, I always do an incentive, so like 50% off, 30% off, you know, whatever, some kind of discount, some incentive for them to actually buy it. And it's always good to, after the incentive, to add some scarcity, such as for a limited time only. So this is not forever. It's not going to stay up forever. So it prompts customers to shop now, click that button, go to your site, and get it now, you know, before the deal's over. The last line, always the call to action, so customers know that they have to click there. They have to go to that link to be able to get your product. And guys, that's how easy it is. That's pretty much how Facebook ads works in a nutshell. Then one last thing, of course, so you may be wondering, okay, this sounds so great and all, and you've talked about how cheap it is and how amazing it is, and you've showed it, but I really need to know how much this is gonna cost. And you know, I know you guys heard me say this is nothing compared to a brick and mortar business, but just to really hammer this home and put it into perspective, on my next slide, I actually do talk about estimated costs.
What's up, fam? The announcement you've all been waiting for. The winner of the Mother's Day special is Brian Davis. Congratulations, brother. You've just won a free 30-minute consulting call with me. Go ahead and schedule your call. Just hit me up either via Facebook Messenger or my Instagram Messenger, and we will go ahead and schedule your call from there.
How much does it cost? Store and apps. Literally, your Shopify store and some apps that you will need. You're just going to be paying $50 to $70 a month. Like I said again, it's nothing. And I hope you're amazed here. And if it sounds unbelievable, really, it really is not. Compare that to what brick and mortar businesses have to pay per month, which is thousands of dollars. Again, on just rent and personnel. Like I said earlier, advertising is where the bulk of your spend will be, which will be around $100 to $200 per product to test. Like I said, you launch products, you test with Facebook, and if it doesn't go well, at most you lose $100 to $200. And if it goes really well, then rest assured that you will more than make that money back. You will be very, very profitable. Because one thing that a lot of people don't know or don't understand is Facebook just works in crazy ways in the background. You know, on the back end, Facebook runs in what it's called in an algorithmic manner. So it tries to read past data to basically predict future data and, you know, act according to the data it has. So what do I mean by that? For example, if you launch a product and you start getting a sale, and then you get another sale, right? And then you get 3 sales, and then 4 sales, and then 5 sales, what's going to happen is Facebook is going to learn from those sales. And then typically this will happen during the test period, the 48-hour test period that I mentioned earlier. So Facebook will start getting these sales, and it'll start learning from these sales. It's not like it gets the sales and that's it, it's over. No, this is the beautiful thing, which it truly, you know, not just the cost of how much Facebook is compared to billboards and traditional marketing, but this is where it really differentiates itself from literally any form of marketing out there, is that Facebook becomes smarter and smarter as it gets more sales, because it starts reading that past data. It starts algorithmically on the background trying to find common interest and just common trends among all those buyers to basically go out there and get you more buyers. And, you know, it just predicts who your future buyers will be in a way based on those past buyers. And that is such a beautiful, beautiful thing, because Facebook's actually really, really, really good at doing that. And it's just good at finding you those buyers. And the more buyers it finds, the smarter and smarter and smarter it becomes. So just imagine, the more sales you get, that means that in itself is going to get you more sales in the future. So it just becomes this little snowball that once it starts getting all this momentum, it can really, really, really make you a lot of money. Like, you guys have no idea that, in drop shipping, literally one product can change your life. This is something a lot of people don't believe, but it really, really is true. One single product can truly change your life. And believe me when I tell you that it's actually possible to scale products to over $1,000 a day, or over $10,000, or even over $100,000. Like, it's insanely crazy, but it is possible. And because of that snowball effect, because of how Facebook works on the back end, it really makes everything snowball, once it takes off, and it's just so beautiful. Of course, this doesn't happen for every single product, and that's why with Facebook, you have to really test. And of course, you can't just test any product, because not every product will get you sales, and even those that do sell, they won't all be scalable. But this is why I'm not gonna go ahead and teach you this on this video, because that's not the purpose of it. This was just a brief introduction for you to understand how dropshipping works. However, there are ways to really use data in your favor, and use research and tools out there in your favor to truly find products with that potential of becoming winners, which is what we call them, winners. Those products that you can scale and make thousands of dollars a day, so that you're not just selling whatever product you think is going to sell, but you're actually selling products that are proving to sell, which is a key difference. And this is actually a huge beginner mistake and of people who start dropshipping, is they start to sell things they think will sell, and that's a big mistake. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. This is a business, and this business model, I like to call it the business model of copy and paste. And as crazy as that sounds, and I know they teach us at school not to do that, but literally this is what you have to do to win and succeed at this. You literally try to sell products that are already proven to sell, products that are trending, to be able to make money and succeed at this, right? Don't reinvent the wheel. If somebody has already gone through the trouble of selling all those products, or selling a product and they're killing it with it, then you might as well do it too. Jump on it. The market's big. It's not going to get saturated. Just because they're selling it and crushing it doesn't mean there still isn't a little bit of that pie for you. And just the market is big. There's millions and millions and billions of people out there. So it's not going to run out. And this is how this model works. Where you really differentiate yourself from the competition is that you take those products, they're selling it, and somehow make it better. Whether it's your ad or your incentives on your store, or literally anything that you see that they're doing, just make it better. To run a dropshipping business, all you need to have is a laptop and internet. You can do this from anywhere in the world, which is so amazing. Literally, this is the best model in 2019, and you will not get this anywhere else. You won't be able to make this money this quickly and this cheaply anywhere else. I promise you that. Unlike other marketers or gurus out there that just want to promote you this by telling you that, hey, it's super cheap and you can make a ton of money really quick, I'm going to tell you the truth. This does take time. It is a learning process, and you're not going to have success overnight, just like any other business. Whether it's online or brick and mortar, one thing they do have in common is that both aren't built overnight. So that's something a lot of people struggle with. They see all these ads, they see all these gurus talking about how easy it is to scale stores to $100,000, within a year or within months, and they just go and try it out and spend all this money and excitement trying to make their store look the best, and just try to sell all these products, and all of a sudden they're broke and they're tens of thousands of dollars in debt, and then they just give up. And this is 99% of people that try dropshipping, literally. So you got to be that 1%. And I'm telling you now, it's not going to be easy. And if you want to jump at this right now and learn, I'm happy for you. Go ahead and do it. But I will tell you one thing. Actually, I will tell you two things. One thing, from a financial perspective, this is my opinion. This will vary, and you will hear different things from many people. But I am very real with you. If you don't at least have $1,000 saved up, to ready to spend in dropshipping, don't start dropshipping. I am very serious. Don't, because like I said, just do the math. Just forget about store and apps. Just advertising alone. Like I said, $100 to $200 per product to test. What does that mean? That means you can probably test at most, with $1,000, you can test at most 8 to 10 products. And that's not even including the fact that if one of those products takes off, you still need more money to scale it. And so, and I'm not even being very conservative. If it were up to me, I would have even more. But if you really, really want to start, I would say at least $1,000, so that you have room to test. And you give yourself a little room to fail, until you really find that rhythm and find a way to just do this on autopilot and really master it. And number 2 thing, before you even start a dropshipping product, don't just jump on it right now. If this is the first time you hear about dropshipping and just watching this video, do not jump on creating a Shopify store and making a logo and all those things. Do not do that. Take your time and learn as much as you can about dropshipping. Not just what dropshipping is, because this was merely an intro, but learn about how to build a store, right? Learn about how to find winning products. And then a huge and single, if not the biggest thing in dropshipping, take your time to learn how Facebook ads work. So it's not hard, but there is other things that you need to learn, like, when to scale, how to scale, and like all these little strategies that you only learn by actually doing, yes, but also you learn by actually doing research first. Don't just jump the gun and then you're like, oh, what do I do now? Don't jump the gun. Take your time and learn, digest content, watch videos about how things work before you jump in. Once you've watched enough content and you've digested and you think you're ready to go for it, then go for it totally. Don't just go for it now without knowing anything. And luckily for you guys, here in my channel, I actually do have videos about how to build your store from scratch, how to find winning products, and ultimately how to use Facebook ads, how to test, how to target, and how to scale. I have videos, tutorials, step by step, guys, doing everything you absolutely need to get started and to crush it. So like I said, save up those $1,000, watch my videos, get resourceful, get all that knowledge, soak everything in, and then once you're ready, both from a knowledge and financial standpoint, then go ahead and start this business. And I promise you it will change your life. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy this. See you all on the next.